Outside like angels in the snow. Well, mom and daddy share a kiss under the mistletoe.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Hayden and I am so happy you're here. Today is Vlogmas day 7 out of 12, I believe. It is December 19th and there's 6 days till Christmas and I'm so excited. So today I wanted to give you guys a Q&A because there are a few questions that I get all the time that I want to answer for y'all. And tomorrow is going to be an iconic day. Tomorrow, me and my sisters have put on a music video to the most underrated Christmas song ever. Also my favorite Christmas song ever. It is by the Cheetah Girls, and that's all I'm going to tell you. So I wanted to start off, well, here we go. This is Bentley. My puppy. Yeah. He'll probably be in and out because he's already been a nuisance today, a nuisance. The first question I get asked all the time is how old am I? And I'm 21 years old. I turned 21 this past July, so that's super exciting. I'm almost 21 and a half. Not that that matters. The next question I get asked all the time is how I got into lifting. It just kind of stumbled upon me. I had some friends who lifted, and so I kind of got into it, and then when I went through some really emotional times and really hard times in my freshman year of college, it just became my coping mechanism, and then I started loving it, and so then I continued to do so. So yeah, I started off doing a whole lot of cardio, and now I do not a lot of cardio, but you know, it just depends on what I'm doing. So that leads me right into my next question, which is if I have a coach or has had a coach, and if I've done a cut/bulk with them or without them. So I've had a coach, her name's Sarah, she's incredible. Right now I don't have her as my coach, unfortunately, but I would recommend her to anybody. But I did a cut and a bulk with her. I did about 3 months of bulking with her, and then I did like almost a month of a cut with her. So that was amazing. And then I've also done it by myself where I've checked my macros on my own, and that's worked perfectly fine too. It just depends on what fits into your lifestyle. And right now, all I can do is just be my own coach because that's all I can afford, and time-wise, it just doesn't make sense to pay for something that I don't really have time to do at the moment, which is another question is people are asking me about, I haven't seen you posting any workout videos, or I haven't seen you in the gym as often. And yes, I've not been in the gym quite as much as I used to be or as much as I'd like to be. I had a very, very stressful semester, and that's not necessarily an excuse I love to hear or use, but it was just a semester where I really needed to focus on my mental health because that was what was most important to me. I didn't go through any huge changes, but oh, here's Jake. Hi. Hi, baby. This is my other dog, Jake. And Bentley gets jealous anytime someone touches him, so he's probably coming soon too. Jake is 14 years old. I've had him since the 3rd grade, and Bentley is about 2 years old. Hi, misters. Yeah. Nothing traumatic happened throughout the semester where I needed to stop going to the gym or really needed to focus on my mental health, but it was just a very busy semester, a very important semester for me in my schooling, that coming to the gym didn't necessarily become a priority. It was more finishing homework, making sure I was really understanding the content because it is things that I'm going to be using for the rest of my life. With that being said, I am going into early childhood education, so my classes require a lot of observation time, which means I have to go into classrooms and observe children for multiple hours most of the time each week. So it just takes a lot of outside time to do so, so that's why I didn't get to go to the gym as often, unfortunately. I get asked right now if I'm in a bulk or cut phase, and right now I'm just maintaining. I'm doing what I can to stay in the gym and eat healthy, but that doesn't mean I'm going to stop eating things that I want or crave. So yeah, I'm just kind of living, and it seems to be doing fine. I have not gained any weight, I've not lost any weight, I've just been maintaining. I feel like I've been losing some muscle, or it just looks like I feel like I'm losing muscle. I don't know. Nobody says they see it, but I do. I feel it. So hopefully this coming semester I'll have much more time to be in the gym, but we will see. I'm not going to throw away my grades or my mental health to do so. I do think going to the gym is so important. It does help my mental health a lot and just my mentality about everything, but it's not my #1 priority all the time, and that's something I have changed in the past year. It used to be something that I put before everything, and it did definitely show in my relationships, that's for sure. That was a long answer. I'm sorry. My next question I get asked all the time is how much longer I'm going to be in school. Kind of tricky because I live in Kalamazoo right now, which is where Western Michigan University is, but I'm originally from Grand Rapids, Michigan, which is only about 50 minutes north of Kalamazoo. So I'm home quite a bit just because that's where my family is, that's where things are happening. I have friends here, all that kind of stuff. Also, my mom's a teacher here, so I can come and I can observe in her classrooms, which makes my life a little bit easier. So I have one more semester in Kalamazoo. I have a semester left of classes, and then I have a summer semester of classes, and then I have 3 internships that I have to do. So with education, it's a little tricky. We have to take more credits than most to graduate, just because we have to have more experience than to go into a classroom. And our internships are during the school year because we can't necessarily do them in the summer. So I have this semester, I have 5 classes and a pre-internship where I'm in a classroom for 2 mornings a week. Then in the summer I'll have 2 classes and an internship where I'm in a class every single day in summer 1. And then in the fall I'll have an internship where I might or might not be commuting to Kalamazoo twice a week. And then in the spring I will be taking my full-time internship in a classroom, which will be my student teaching. And so I technically have a 1.5 years of college, but I will only be in Kalamazoo for 1 more semester and part of the summer. So that means I need to find a new job in Grand Rapids while I'm student teaching. I need to move everything back home. I need to figure out what I'm doing here. I will be living at home. It will be me and my parents and one of my sisters, while the other sister is at college in Ann Arbor. She goes to U of M in the nursing school. So I'll be moving back home with my parents, trying to save some money so when I do eventually get a job, I can move out on my own and not be so stranded. Yeah, so life's crazy. Not everything's answered right now, but we know it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be great. Also, I get asked all the time if I'm a dog person or a cat person, and I clearly am a dog person. I don't really know how I get strung into the cat person. I don't mind cats. I think cats can be great, but I have 3 dogs, so I don't really know where the cat idea got in there, but that's okay. The question is what my family is like, where I come from, all that kind of stuff. So I kind of answered that a little bit in the last one, but I'm from Grand Rapids, born and raised here. My parents were both from up north Michigan near Silver Lake area, and they moved down here once they went to school and then they got their jobs. I'm the oldest of 3 girls, so the biggest pet peeve people usually have of me is the amount of movies that I haven't watched because of the fact that I'm the oldest of 3 girls. So I didn't watch many of the iconic like superhero movies when I was growing up because we watched Mary Kate and Ashley. But I have 2 younger sisters. They're 3 years apart each, so I have a 19-year-old sister and a 16-year-old sister. Again, my 19-year-old sister is at U of M. She's in the nursing school. And then I have a 16-year-old sister who is in high school, sophomore year, thriving. I love them to death. My family is very, very close. And yeah, I don't know. We've grown up that way. We've gone on family vacations. We just always spend time together whenever we're home. So yes, that's nice. Another question I always get asked is how long Lucas and I have been dating. We started dating about 2 years ago, in November of my sophomore year in college, and he was a junior in college. He went to school to play football, so he went to Western as well, so that's where we met. And then he graduated last year, and he is on his way to go to higher education eventually, and so it's just us riding it out for now, but our relationship's really fun and goofy, and I couldn't ask for anything more. Lucas also has a dog, Nala, which is why I always say that I have 3 dogs, because he owns a dog. Her name is Nala. She's 2 years old. He got her right when we started dating, and so I call her mine. She's not really mine, but I call her mine. So if you don't count her, I have 2 dogs here at home, and I don't have any dogs at school, but he lives in Kalamazoo still, so I still call her mine because she loves me more, and this is something we fight about often. The next question I get asked all the time is how much caffeine I drink in a day, and I usually drink 2 cups of coffee a day, and that's it. Like, I literally just drink 2 cups of coffee a day, 1 in the morning, 1 mid-morning. But but people just assume that I have caffeine all the time because I'm always happy, and that's honestly, I promise you, just how I always am. I'm always excited. Like this morning, I didn't even have any caffeine. I just had hot chocolate. It's just I very much enjoy everything I do, and so I'm happy a lot of the time. I get frustrated quite a bit, but I usually only vent that out to close friends and family because I don't want to take that out on people who don't do anything wrong to me. I usually just like to talk it out with like my sisters or my best friends or Lucas or my parents, but it's just like I usually really try to be a happy pep person because that's someone I would want to be around, so why wouldn't I act that way? Which I think is a huge thing that people miss nowadays, is we forget to act the way we want to be treated. The freaking golden rule, huh, Bentley? That's the golden rule. That's the golden rule, huh? Yeah. I just think that a lot of people take for granted who they have around them and how they treat them, because a lot of times people don't treat the people they have around them very well. I'm going to start wrapping this up because the lighting is getting terrible in here and I don't understand why. I think my biggest, okay. And the last question that I get asked all the time is my biggest takeaway, my biggest piece of advice to anybody who is going through a journey, any journey, a rough journey, a fitness journey, a life journey, just finding themselves journey. My biggest takeaway, my biggest advice to you, it is well. Wherever you are at, whatever you are doing, it is where you're supposed to be. I believe in a higher power. I believe in God. You might not, but I believe that everything is laid out for me. My path is already made. I just have to find the tools to do so. So it is well wherever you are. It is valid. It is granted. You are supposed to be here. It might suck. It might be terrible, but it is well. You are there. You will work through this. You are not given anything that you cannot handle. You will pass through. It will be okay. You just have to take this moment, take this message and this moment and say, it is well, I will be okay, and we can get through this. Thank you so much for watching. I am so grateful for every single one of you. If you liked this, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe and come back for tomorrow for that music video. Also, if you have any other questions or ideas for videos, please comment below. I am always looking for more ideas. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.